cut down on some of the mistakes that they've seen pop up over these last couple weeks.
Prescott to throw it for the first time. Gets it out to Elliott in the flat, who easily coasts for a first down. 3rd down and 8. Prescott looking, going deep. It is caught for a first down. CeeDee Lamb has it. 3rd and 7. Blitz coming. Prescott has it blocked, fires high, trying to go far side to Noah Brown. They have Tennessee the last week of the year. They started on offense, get it going to Zay Jones, and that's a good start on the quick hitter from Trevor Lawrence, and that's what they've been doing well. A little flip, Etienne looking for a couple blocks, gets to the edge, first down and more. Etienne loves to run outside and use that speed.
He was an impressive guy, I'll tell you that.
Gonna give up the inside. Ball is loose. And I think the Cowboys got it. Donovan Wilson is the guy who recovers it. Yeah, but now great field position for the Cowboys on their second drive on the fake. Prescott. Time comes near side as Pollard making the catch inside the 35. And he gets down to about the 32, just short of a first down. Give it to him again. Right up the middle, it's Pollard. Inside the 20. He's got another first down for Dallas.
Here we go.
Elliott again, dancing up the middle. Ezekiel Elliott is in for the touchdown. Lawrence pressure right up the middle, and he is sacked. Micah Parsons gets home for his first of the game. 4-man rush. Lawrence over the middle, knocked away beautifully. Deron Bland, well done. As Christian Kirk, the intended receiver, and a punt coming up. With Mike Pereira, Aaron Andrews, Greg Olsen on Kevin Burkhardt. 2nd and 8. Prescott a little flip. Oh, that was a neat little play to Noah Brown. So you're talking about all his special teams play, and they get him a little gadget on offense for a first. Prescott, pressure, steps away, rolling, looking, firing, and completing. CeeDee Lamb has the catch and makes a move, and he's down near the 20. Number 94 right in the middle for Jacksonville. 2nd and 9 for Prescott. A lot of time, going deep, going for the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Peyton Hendershot hauls it in.
They've struggled to start games fast.
They're running again. Good hold that time, and then running into a wall right at the marker. And now pushing forward for a first down is Etienne. On the fake, looking to get it to him. They do. Ingram in stride with a first down to the 40. He is so athletic.
Out of him, that's a great weapon for any young quarterback.
Little fake, couple of them, and now they're going to set it up. Etienne has some room, and a block and a first down. Beautifully designed play, and a great block from Brandon Sheriff. Look at this, they're pulling out all the stops this time. Get it to Agnew again, why not? Makes it cut up the field, and he's inside the 10. Look at the play calls on this drive from Doug Peterson.
As you said, they're real good down here in the passing game.
Lawrence looks, taps the ball over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. Zay Jones, and the Jags on the board.
Is probably a first ballot Hall of Famer in his own right. It's pretty incredible the talent they have up front.
Here's Elliott, got a first down out across the 45 up to the 48. 2nd and 5 on the fake. Prescott slings that out on the flat. He's got a catch. Dalton Schultz, another tight end, has got his first one of the day. 3rd and 4. A lot of time. Prescott over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. A dart from Prescott, and Noah Brown has another one.
Those D-ends don't like getting chipped. Well, that time he chipped CeeDee Lamb.
Just looked like anger. Oh, a little zone read. Prescott has blocks inside the 5. Prescott leaning forward, and he's going to be just short. Down to the 1.
I think these 2nd and shorts, you bring in the jumbo. I love the play action here.
Oh, like that. Dalton Schultz is open. Instead goes over the middle, and so is Noah Brown, who's got the touchdown. I know the Cowboys and their fans like the looks of that because they play Philly on Christmas Eve. They're 2 games back now. Lawrence over the middle. Oh, it's dropped. That was a perfect throw, and Christian Kirk had a chance. 21-7 our score here. 1:31 to go in the half. Cowboys have it with Prescott, who's had a great first half. Gets it out to Elliott in the flat, or make it Pollard, who's out of bounds. Prescott, little option. Pollard is stuffed by Aluakon, who read it all the way. Jags go 5 wide. Blitz is coming. Lawrence, lofting one, has a man wide open, and he's got it for the catch. It's Kirk. Christian Kirk's first catch of the day, and it's a biggie. A neck issue as well, so that's concerning for Dallas. Here's Etienne, left side with a nice seam. Etienne's got a first down. And a good-looking opening drive in this third quarter. Lawrence, pressure coming, almost spun into the sack, stays on his feet, lofting end zone, has a man high, incomplete. Oh, Agnew was open, and Lawrence just could not connect.
Sails it out the back of the end zone.
A couple high throws from Lawrence. Meanwhile, here is the field goal attempt from 33 out. And it's good from Riley Patterson. So an opening drive, not what they wanted, but they get a field goal, make it 21-10. 3rd and 8. Prescott stands in, delivers a strike to CeeDee Lamb for a first down. Lamb cuts back, gets a block, still going. Lamb inside the 40. Huge play on 3rd and long to CeeDee Lamb. He got a block from Michael Gallup.
It's fantastic. He is hard to match up with there in the slot.
All day, Prescott lofting, going for it again to Lamb, who's got it. CeeDee Lamb, a couple big ones back to back. Elliott right up the gut. Ezekiel Elliott inside the 5. 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw. Runs away from a sack. How did he get out of that one? Motioning end zone, throwing incomplete. It was Gallup, the intended receiver. Kick is up and perfect. So Dallas answers Jacksonville's field goal with a field goal of their own. And it's 24-10. So here are the Jags. Opening possession field goal in the 3rd. Get the pass game going to Jones, or make that Ingram who's got the catch. And we got a game break. Let's say hello to Carissa Thompson. Lawrence stands in, fires, and it's an interception. Dallas has got it to Ron Bland. And the second turnover for the Cowboys defense. 32 snaps for Smith so far. 3rd and 4 Cowboys. Prescott rolling away from pressure, throws on the run. It is knocked away. Andre Cisco with a big hit. He was good from 57 in pregame warm-ups. And this kick is up, and it is through.
Holding the field goals, this offense needs to come to life.
Etienne on the outside, that'll help. First down and more, out to the 40.
He's made a lot of progress, especially in these last 5 weeks.
Sure has. On the fake here. Pressure coming, rolls away, steps in, has a man. Jones is open. He's got it inside the 10, diving for the end zone. Touchdown. There is a flag back at the line of scrimmage, so hang on. 2nd and 18. Prescott in trouble again. Running away and looking, and it's high, and it's intercepted. The Jags have it. Jenkins has it. Down to the 20. Penalty at the end of it.
We mentioned this Jacksonville defense. They're coming through time and time again.
Little flip here. Some trickery coming back. Why not? Agnew's got it. Gets a little block. Has a lot of room. Down to the 10. Lawrence lofting end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Marvin Jones.
See if they stay man.
They run a stunt. Prescott runs away from pressure. Arden Key coming after him. Prescott going to turn around and run and dive. And Dak Prescott is not going to get there.
And that's the way it should be. The last few weeks, as many teams alive, the better.
Etienne cuts up the middle with a big run. Etienne's got a first down and runs his way out to the 40. Lawrence lofting, has Kirk. Oh, he's got it. What a catch. Over the shoulder, Christian Kirk.
As you said, that's really impressive.
Michael Hasty in the game. He gets it at running back, running left. Gets a couple of blocks inside the 10 now. Michael Hasty got great blocking, got all the way down to the 10.
Their defense needs to make a stand. One of their stars needs to step up.
Lawrence pumps, throws, caught for the touchdown. Zay Jones. Prescott, quick drop, throws underneath. Lamb's got it, makes a move, and then the speed from CeeDee Lamb. First down and more, out across the 45 and up to midfield. Wow. 2nd and 5. Prescott a keeper, gets to the edge. Key in pursuit, and Dak Prescott should have a first down. Pollard in motion. 3rd down, blitz coming. Pollard's open, catches, makes a move to get it. Oh, Pollard had to work to get that first down. He got around Andre Cisco to keep the drive going. 3rd down. Prescott spins away. Looking to throw on the run. Does so. It's caught for the touchdown. Noah Brown. His 2nd. He hurt his hamstring earlier in the game, so there you go. Now it's Lawrence throwing. Kirk, first down. Blitz coming. Throw is caught. Kirk up to midfield as a first down.
It's exactly what he did there for the first down.
More pressure. Lawrence spins away. How did he do it? Still on his feet. Inside the 40. Ball is loose and it comes out. And the Cowboys have it. After an unbelievable play, the D takes it away.
It's going to be a pass. Yeah, there's no one to hand the ball off to.
They will throw it. Blitz is coming. Prescott going to go deep for it all. Down the field. It is incomplete. They go deep, and the Jags get a hold, and they'll get it back with 1:13 left. Lawrence fires. Kirk goes down and get it. Waiting for a signal, and he's got it for a first down. But you know you're going to take a shot, but they need more. 17 seconds, 1 timeout. Pressure coming. Lawrence gets rid of it. It's caught. Trying to get out of bounds. Does he get there? No! Ingram could not get there. They're going to have to use a timeout. They've got no choice. And Cowboys come with pressure. Lawrence in trouble. Throws. He's got a completion. Jones dives down to the 31, and they can stop it with 5 seconds left. They're in field goal range. Kick is up, and it is good. Let's go to overtime.
One of the best in the league.
3rd and long. Pressure coming. Lawrence going to set up a screen. Etienne, long way to go. Gets a block. Not going to get there.
I'd let him take me down and end it.
Little flip to Pollard. Got some space out there. Gets a block. Breaks a tackle. First down and more. Pollard up to the 40. 3rd and 4. Blitz coming. Prescott throws backwards and intercepted. Jenkins has another one. Racing down the sidelines. Rayshon Jenkins is going to win it.